Hello, vinyl community. It's George here, George Allen, LPs, CDs, and as I like to mention, more recently, cassettes also. I'm going to show some of the LPs that I have recently acquired. Um, I haven't done this for a while. This is kind of like my end of May and halfway through June pickups, and most of these obviously I've got through online and either from Amazon, which I have a few sad tales about that, and or from Discogs and eBay. And I've lucked out with a couple eBay buys and some pretty good Discogs buy. And so I'm going to get right into it. First thing I've got, Medicine Head. This is kind of a compilation of their first several albums. This is from, I think, a compilation of, I believe, it says, this album contains the best material from their 3 albums with Polydor, Dark Side of the Moon, 1 and 1 is 1, and through A5. Dark Side of the Moon. That's weird that they do one the same title as Pink Floyd. But it's on Polydor, and very interesting music. Now, they're listed, I like it a lot. They're listed as a blues rock group, but not too blues rock to me. It's almost kind of like a folk rock in my mind. Now the difference sometimes between folk music and blues, sometimes the line is a little blurry, but these are the 2 main guys. They sometimes they're a quartet, sometimes they're a duo, so I guess that's why they picture the 2 main guys there. And that's yeah, that's Peter Hope Evans and John Fiddler. That's the 2 main guys, and they have had other fellas with them in the band. It's a very good album, Medicine Head, from England. That's one I got. This is a very interesting album. I picked it up. I saw it listed. This is what I do sometimes. I'm looking for something in particular on Discogs. So I find the album that I want. So I see it has this seller, lists other stuff. See what else the seller has. So I go in and look, and I start looking at records under $5. And I'll find something that looks interesting, say for $1 or something. Because once you're paying freight on one album, sometimes the freight will cover anything else, or sometimes it's maybe 50 cents to cover it. So I saw this one, Rio Nido. Rio Nido. Now this is supposedly a jazz, it is, a jazz vocal group. They're from the Midwest, and they have several albums out, and let me show you this. This young lady here, Prudence Johnson, she ended up being on Prairie Home Companion, one of the regulars. She was a vocalist on her own on Prairie Home Companion. But they do some very, very interesting music. And jazz vocal group. They do play instruments, but they do a lot of vocalization, singing, which is very different. I highly recommend if you can find anything by these guys. I think I got this for $1, and it was listed as very good plus, and it came and it looked like the record had never been played. This is it here, Rio Neato, and it is pretty neato, I'll tell you. I like it a lot. I think they were from Minnesota. That's probably how she ended up on Prairie Home Companion, I guess. Very good album, Rio Neato. I just put this in backwards, who cares? So you find stuff. I got like one or two guys on Discogs. They're very good plus stuff. Sometimes it's bordering on just mint minus, and I get it stuff very good buys. So here's another one that I found that I like a lot, and it's I've been looking for some of their stuff. Triumph, Canadian band, excellent. I got this very good plus, and it's almost like in mint condition. I like. Years ago I had Triumph, some stuff by Triumph on MCA. Very, very good record. I really like this a lot. And so I've been buying on this stuff. This is another Discog special, and just really enjoying it. This is Thunder 7. So guess what? This is their 7th studio album. Very, very good. And I know that some guys have been showing some of their stuff, some of those Canadian guys, and so made me jealous, because years ago I had a couple of their albums, and now I got one back. So now put that in there. So this is what I was looking for, some Jethro Tull, and that's how I ended up with some of the other stuff. So I found a very good copy of Songs from the Wood, and the cover itself, not too bad, and the vinyl was in very good condition, excellent condition. Chrysalis, see? And that's how I ended up with some of these other ones that I go and look for whatever else they have inexpensively, anywhere from some, believe it or not, I got it, and I'll show you in my part 2. I'm doing part 1, part 2. In part 2, I've got a couple of jazz albums, believe it or not, for 50 cents, and some pretty decent ones. Picked up this, another one, like the Rio Neato Red Wing, Take Me Home. I got this one very inexpensively. And this is a great album, great album. These guys are kind of like a country rock band on Fantasy. Never heard of them before, but this is a great album. This is another one that I got very inexpensively. And you know, it's like a bargain bin online. That's what some of these are. Red Wing, Take Me Home. Great bunch of musicians, just ones that never heard much about. At least I haven't. Maybe there's other guys that have. Sea Train, their 3rd album, Marblehead. Fine band, fine band. These were, a couple of these guys were with Blues Project. And this is, I believe, their 3rd album. And Capitol, good album. This one they self-produced. Their second album was produced by Steve, almost said Steve Martin, but it was George Martin. Steve Martin, I don't think produced any albums. He may have produced his comedy albums, but he didn't produce any musical albums. Not that he had any musical talent, he did. But let's see, Train Marblehead, another great bunch of musicians. So we're trying to move right through all these. Stephen Stills 2 on Atlantic, and great album. I don't have to show that too much. Here's another one I got. This is another one that I was looking for that I picked up a bunch of stuff cheap. The Flying Burrito Brothers, and these guys all know this one. I don't have to show that too much, but I had this one a while back. What a great bunch of guys. Chris Hillman, Graham Parsons, so I don't have to show this one too much. I just wanted to show you I had it, so now you know I'm cool. I got the Flying Burrito Brothers. Yeah, I'm cool. This is one, because of looking for that one, I ended up finding this one cheap. Another Renaissance, building up my Renaissance collection, and this is on Sire. Oh, and we did a thing on, Chris Profi did a thing on Hipgnosis covers. Hipgnosis cover, here you go. Renaissance. Turn of the Cards. So, and I picked up this. Somebody showed this. I was a Dixie Chick fan for years, then kind of drifted away from them. Now they're called just the Chicks, but I had a chance to pick up this at a very decent price. This is a remix, remastered version, 2 LP of the original LP, and can't wait to play it. I just got it the other day. Dixie Chicks, Taking the Long Way. These are 3 highly talented women. I like that. So that's what I have for today. Next week I will show the jazz stuff I picked up, and you're all probably going, oh man, that one's really going to be boring. No, I'll try and make it exciting somehow. Maybe I'll practice some dance steps or something to show them. I don't know. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you what I got and what I'm listening to now, and so that's it. Today is Friday. Oh my goodness, we're at the end of the week. Well, enjoy the weekend. See y'all later. Bye-bye.